Hi, I'm Teresa. Thanks for stopping by my stamp room. Hopefully you have seen projects 1 and 2 of my 20 projects of Halloween for 2020. This is project number 3. So tonight we're going to be making this cute candy holder, and it is out of our 3x3 boxes. So let's turn the cameras around and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with making the base. Okay, so I have a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock, 3 1/8 by 10. Okay, we're going to be using 3 different stamp sets tonight. The Itty Bitty Greetings, we're going to be doing the Trick or Treat, Ghoulish Goodies. We're going to be doing this fun little image here. And then Life is Beautiful. Okay, this is not really a Halloween set at all, but I'm going to be using these circles over here. Okay. All right, so I have my scrap piece of paper, and then this is the circles image. I'll take my Poppy Parade, and then we're just going to stamp randomly and cover the entire sheet. Okay. And you can do it. I move it around. Basically, you're just going to fill and it doesn't matter if you get it perfect or not. And I love how these dots have different shading. It's already built in. Let's do it down here. Here, 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 and here. Okay, so that is the base of our box. Oops, sorry. All right. Then let's go ahead and cut our cat out. So this is our cat punch. We're just going to get a scrap piece of basic black. Okay, slide that in and punch. Okay, so you can use it either way. I'm going to actually use it that way. Okay, we're done with that. Now let's work on our moon. Okay. Another punch where I'm going to be using the 2 1/4 inch circle punch with some So Saffron's cardstock. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out a circle. Set that aside now. Then we're going to do a little bit of sponging. So I am going to be using the Poppy Parade and the So Saffron ink. Okay, so I'm going to be using our sponge daubers and just kind of sponging around the edges. The sponge has seen better days. It's just about had it. So kind of go into the center and then darker on the edges. And then we're going to finish off with just a hint of Poppy Parade on the edge. So I'm going to start off the page. So there's, trying not to get any harsh lines. And then you just keep blending until you are happy. Okay. So I think I'm going to go back in a little bit with my So Saffron. And try to blend that in just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so there is that piece. All right, so then we want to stamp this image over here. So this is the image, and if you look carefully, you can see that I have omitted that moon image. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is getting a Post-it note. Okay, and we are going to kind of, let's see, cover that moon and whatever else you want. It doesn't really matter. I just didn't want the moon. Okay, and then we're going to ink that up in our black StazOn. So you can really do this with any image. Okay, get that nice and inked up, and then you just pull this off, and you can see that I have omitted the moon. And then I am going to stamp that right there. Okay, I'm going to press down just for a few seconds to let that absorb into the paper. And there you go. So now you have an image without that moon, because this is the moon. Okay. All right, so we have our background that we've stamped. We've cut out our cat, and we've done our moon. Now we need to do our sentiment. Okay. So I have a scrap piece of basic black, and we are going to emboss this in white, heat emboss. Okay. So if you have we called this an embossing buddy, but basically it's filled with powder. If you have something similar, you can run that over your paper, and that will help allow the powder that we're going to be using just to stick to the ink that we're going to be using and not to anywhere else. Okay, so we're going to be using a Versamark, which is a clear ink. It's very sticky. So we're going to be stamping up our sentiment, stamping that on our paper. Okay, and I don't know if you can actually see it on there. And then we're going to use our Whisper White embossing powder and pour on there. Give it a little tap. And then the powder should stick to just the sticky ink. If it doesn't, then you can use a brush or anything like that to wipe away any of the other little specks. Okay, now we need to heat this. So I'm going to be using our Stampin' Up! Heat tool. It has two settings. 1 and 2. 1 is for more a slow heat and for delicate items. I'm going to be using 2 and that is for a faster heat and for thicker cardstock. So what we're going to be waiting for is for the powder to get hot, and then it will melt. There we go. And it will get glossy. Okay, so there is our white on black. Kind of scoot this out of the way. Okay, and we're going to be using our classic label punch. We're going to cut that out. Okay. Get that where I can see it. Maybe. Okay. So, there is our sentiment. Now, if you noticed on here, it has a little banner on the end. Okay. So what I did with these is, instead of leaving it like this, I placed this cardstock in the side. Hopefully you can see that. And then just place it in here until it's like a perfect diamond. This is not going to be perfect because I can't see real well on camera. And there you go. And then I'm just going to do that to the other side. And there you go. So there is your banner. It's a little off center, but you get the gist of it. Okay. So now it is time to assemble our box. So I'm going to be using our clear 3 1/8 square boxes. Okay. Now there is well, there was a film on this. I think I took it off earlier. But all you have to do is press the score lines. Okay. Press that in. Kind of give that a little press. It in and give that a little crease. Okay, and there's our box. Simple, simple. And then inside this box fits 4 little fun size Kit Kats. And because they were Kit Kats, I thought, well, that's great that we can use a cat. Okay, so you can fill that up with whatever treats you want or whatever gifts you want. Okay. And then for the box itself, I made it really, really simple. Okay. I wrapped it around and I didn't do any scoring or anything. I just folded it. So I just basically wrapped it around. I didn't do any fancy measuring. Okay. And then I am going to be using our Seal Plus. It's a little bit stronger than our Seal. Okay. And perfect for 3D objects. Okay. Place that on there. Wrap that around. Okay, so there's our box. And then just adhere our, oops, there's our seal. Our moon up here in the very corner. Our cat.
Oh my. There we go. And then place him right down here in the corner. And then we're going to pop our sentiment up. And I have some black dimensionals. And I just have a little end piece here. So nice to have dimensionals that are dark, so you won't see that big bright white underneath your dark cardstock. Okay, and then we're going to just place that right up here. All right. There you go. I hope you liked this. Is project 3 in my 20 projects of Halloween, because 2020 has been a little bit scary. So this is our little treat box using the Ghoulish Goodies stamp set and our Life is Beautiful, which are in the mini catalog, and then also the Itty Bitty Gratings, which is in our annual catalog. So I hope you like these projects, and make sure you see projects 1 and 2. So until next time, I will see you later. Thanks.